Limited edition, special edition, The Age of Pleasure vinyl.
That's that voice right there, citizens. The Age of Pleasure. The title alone just went platinum. The Age of Pleasure.
Yes.
If that was a book, I'm reading it from front to back. That's a movie, I'm watching it from beginning to end.
You stupid.
The Age of Pleasure. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's a carnival, Heather B. I'm headed into every vendor.
I know you are. You got your tickets.
You better stop playing with me. Come on, man.
Gonna take that ride.
Come on. I was there when the audition came out. Come on, give me a round of applause.
You was there.
I was there when Metropolis came out.
Oh, yeah.
Metropolis Sweep the Chase. I was there. I was there when she first came to New York and performed her first show on stage in New York City. I was there. I saw it.
Talk to him.
I witnessed it for myself.
Talk to him.
Wow, you better talk that talk, Sway.
Come on, I saw the evolution and I knew it was special from the beginning. I knew she was an electric lady. I give that round of applause, Torch.
Wow.
Come on.
Show your Hall of Fame on, Sway.
Come on.
Sway
I
about
looked
to
her
make me cry.
online. I looked her up
He about to
online
make me cry
on my dirty computer. I looked her up online. Y'all better stop playing. I use my computer for pleasure.
You better delete those bookmarks.
Ew, Sway.
Delete your history.
I could
And
die.
I need to. I do it every day. The transcendent one is here, citizens. The anomaly is here. You cannot put her in a genre. She would not allow folks to define her. She would not let you pigeonhole her or put her in a box. And look how it's played out, citizens. There's nothing about her that's changed except for she's evolved. She had the vision way back then.
You got to have vision, baby.
We had to catch up to it.
Y'all seen Willie Dynamite?
Okay? And now this beacon of light has helped so many people who listen to her through her music, watch her through her ways and actions on and off the stage. She's been consistent. She's been unapologetic. And she's been just one of us the whole entire time. It's beautiful when you go watch a person come into the game and you've already been established. You've already been a veteran. You think you've seen it all. And then you watch somebody's career blossom and then you begin to learn from them. So now I get to learn from her. Welcome her back to the show, the one and only Janelle Monáe.
Wow, what's up, y'all? What is up? My God, Sway.
Come on. I thought we was going to do the ET thing.
You, look, come on, we can do it. Right?
Be here.
We ain't from here.
Yes.
Facts.
Wow, it feels so good to be back and to be here and to be here with somebody who, you know, just listening to you talk, like you have been a supporter of me since the beginning, you know, since I really stepped here, first showcase when Puff brought me out. Like,
Look at that.
Yeah. Yes, I could not sleep the night before because all I could think about was, okay, are they gonna boo me in New York? Like I'm here in this tuxedo. My hair is looking like a pompadour. I'm talking about science fiction. I'm this black, like I don't fit into anything. I'm this independent artist. They don't know my songs. I'm thinking about androids. What are they gonna say? And I was so nervous, and I just. You embraced me like immediately after that and sort of affirmed me like, yo, like I've been in this business for however long I've been in it. I've seen many artists. I've seen, lots of artists come and go, but like you one of them ones.
You one of those ones.
You one of them ones.
You are one of those
and
ones.
I never forgot that. And I'm just here really to say thank you.
Oh,
thank
man.
you. Thank
Damn,
y'all.
Janelle,
Thank y'all.
you about to make me cry.
Thank you, because we came back after your party, your album listening.
That they didn't invite me to.
You got invited.
I was wondering
Shut
why
up.
you wasn't there.
Yeah. Heather and Tracy.
He was on his couch.
Rumors.
He doesn't like to leave the couch. Once he gets in the
Sway.
house and he got a butt print, Janelle. Like
On your couch.
He got a butt print, and he don't leave once this butt gets positioned in there. So we
Listen.
all came out and we had a ball. Like we came back to work here on air the next day telling everybody like y'all better start floating.
Yes.
She got it. It's on.
Yes.
It's popping. It was a party.
I remember that night. I loved having you out there. Everybody was like, every time I come to New York, I try to make sure that, because I know these things can be stuffy. You're coming, you're listening to music for the first time. You know, you feel like, you know, the label's trying to get you bought in or whatever. But I think what has been beautiful about this project and about this time, like, it's not just me. It's not just me wanting to have that community of people who feel like they can let loose in a safe space.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about, you know, us, brown and black people specifically, being able to have our own shit that we can feel. I don't know if this is live, whatever.
It's live. It's live.
Where can we have those safe spaces? Free from police.
Yes.
Free from gun violence. Free from, you know, judgment. All of us coming from different walks of life, ready to dance, ready to party, ready to really just like
hug,
stay present.
Yeah, we was
and
hugging,
love on each other.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was beautiful to see that, and that's where I've been. Like that's the world that I'm in. You know, we'll never have a world where there isn't something heavy going on. Right? It'll always be something heavy, problems we got to solve. You know, but even in the midst of that, we got to steal some joy. We got to find some joy. We got to find some pleasure.
I say pockets of joy. Find your pockets of joy, right? We do a segment here on Thursday called Good News Thursday.
Yep.
And Heather goes in one of her old ass purses and pull out a gospel, a spiritual song, and then people call in with their testimonies. But it's for that purpose to balance the fact that it is
balance.
Yeah,
Harmony.
we need that life balance, right?
Balance in all things. Yeah.
Janelle Monáe is here. Big round of applause. It's amazing. The age of pleasure. I want to talk about that momentarily, but I know Tracy G is one of your biggest fans, and I'd be remiss if she couldn't die. She probably try to punch me if I didn't let her jump in.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Listen, Janelle, just incredible job. Just existing. Everything that Sway said is so accurate, because we don't just appreciate you as an artist, we appreciate you as a human, and you write us so many permission slips for evolving at any day, at any pace, for any stage. One of the things that I noticed from this project, especially with the visuals, is you have found this incredible balance of giving us something that's like titillating but also tasteful, and something that's sexy but not explicit, and dare I say it feels for the female gaze. And oftentimes when something is a little bit more sexual in its orientation within Black music, it's always, as women, it's always felt like it was for the male gaze. Was that balance intentional, and how do you strike it? Because it doesn't feel explicit.
Yeah,
it's just a rock.
I mean, to some people, it's explicit. You know, I think, and also culturally, we are taught to sexualize certain things that to other cultures are not sexual. You know, and I think I co-directed, so that was important. Like, it had to feel as honest and true, and again, safe space. There is no pleasure without safety. And for me, Black women specifically, I always want them to feel safe. You know, I'm non-binary. I see myself, though, in Black women. I love Black women. I love us, and I'm queer as well. So it's a place for the LGBTQI plus community to feel safe. So when we were filming, most of those people were my friends, 90% of them. So that's what you saw as a reflection of my lifestyle, of when we're in a safe space, how free we can be. Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to note was I shot that on 8mm, 16mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, film. And
some old school stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
and we're
that.
talking about Lipstick Lover.
Yeah, Lipstick Lover. Everybody go watch it. There are 2 versions. One version is age gated. Yeah,
I couldn't get in on that one. I tried, man. That's for my email.
And there's one that I like to call the dirty version.
Okay.
You can go watch that. No, the clean version. Sorry. So there's a dirty version, clean version. Anyway, I wanted to shoot it on film because if you look back at all the things of us, Black folks specifically, on film, when you watch that footage, we're either being hosed down, dogs are biting us, police are being violent with us, we're going to jail, we're being murdered. There's no footage of us actually living and having a fun fucking time. being free in our safe space, free from all that. And I was like, I want it to be documented for the future, for right now, that we lived. We lived, we loved, and we had a safe space, and we had a good time.
Yes.
Yes, man. You got some beautiful friends.
All flavors.
For all your friends. DB brought something special, Janelle. This is your life right here. DB over there. Go ahead, man.
What is this?
We were talking in the hallway. I told you I had a gift, but before I get to that, I wanted to share a quick story because we like full circle moments here. You were talking about the first time you were performing in New York. I used to work at Newark Airport for the TSA, and I remember, you may not recall this, but I remember seeing you and your band at the food court, and there was something happening where like there was an issue with your food or some shit.
Oh God!
I never went up to you, but I just took note. I was like, yo, that's the girl, because you were like bubbling and popping and everything. So I just was like, yo, that's she looks dope. She dresses nice and everything. But now, so it's really cool to be able to sit here and talk with you. And the reason I brought a gift today is because when I saw that you were a big fan of collecting vinyl, I'm a part of the CCA, and when Glass Onion came out, they sent limited edition vinyl for Glass Onion, and so I brought this for you to have to add to your collection. Hopefully you don't have it already.
Thank
you.
It's bring it over here, man.
Yeah, it's like one of This is beautiful. Thank you so much. This score is like one of my favorite scores. Have you listened to it?
I have the movie.
You saw the
I have
movie,
it on
obviously.
DVD.
Well, thank y'all for supporting for supporting Glass Onion like that. That film was like one of my most fun films to do. Just going into multiple characters, and it was a lot of work, but it was good fun work. And being in Greece, I mean, come on.
Wow. Did you got the vinyl?
Take me back.
You got the vinyl?
I do have it. But guess what? Listen. When I love something, I like to buy in twos. So thank you.
You're welcome.
This is gonna be. I'm gonna keep this with me.
You are welcome.
Wow, Janelle Monáe is here. You said you wanted this project to be so specific to Pan-Africanism, Pan-African crowd. Your crowd goes way beyond that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you say to them? Enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, I think specificity is important. I think honoring where I am, who I am, and I think what you guys are seeing is like you're getting more of who my friends are.
Yeah.
Who am I? All of me. You're getting like the closest version to Janelle Monáe now that you probably have gotten. I mean, as a writer, I've definitely come up with concept albums and characters and as a creative, you can go there. But this time the subject was really me.
Yeah.
And I didn't always feel safe enough to be this version of myself. I didn't. I'm gonna answer your question, but I think this is important because safety is so important for us, growing up. I mean, non-binary identifying now, but growing up as a young girl, you were always taught to tone it down.
Right.
Especially when you're growing up in a sort of Baptist conservative patriarchy. You're taught, don't make your skirt too short. Don't draw attention. You could get raped if you're walking down the street, at midnight, and you have that culture of she asked for it. Why does she come to school dressed like that? And you have the whole community saying these things. We've always had to alter our freedom, for these sorts of religions or your church or your family. And I think, even in terms of like being free enough to feel comfortable enough to show my nipples,
right?
Which free the nipple, like a lot of y'all's nipples is free out here. Let's talk about we ain't even gonna get into the double standard.
Yeah.
Of all of that. But I was always taught, don't show too much cleavage because don't show too much skin. That will distract from your message. They won't want to pay attention to what you have to say if you show too much, And I'm so happy that I've just completely forgiven myself for internalizing those things as things that I should have, that I had to take on as my responsibility. It's not my responsibility to teach you self-control. it's not my responsibility to make you feel comfortable. Like, my freedom should not come at the expense of making you feel comfortable. And I think that what you're hearing and you're feeling and you're seeing is me fully divested from those systems, and rewiring myself in a way that says that I'm safe, I'm good. I don't subscribe to that sort of teaching, and I forgive myself for whatever years, that I was made to feel like this was my burden to carry, because it was not. So when I think about how I made this project, which I'm calling a soundtrack to a lifestyle, I think about brown and black people. I think about us, choosing to be with each other, sweating, dancing, drink in the hand, not a drink in the hand. You may be smoking something, whatever it may be. You're feeling safe enough. You're from Ghana. You're from Nigeria. These are the types of all my friends who would come to these parties where I created the music. You are from South Africa. You're from Jamaica, the Caribbeans. You're New York, Atlanta, LA, all together, breathing. Again, feeling safe. I would keep saying it, because when you feel safe, you feel free enough to just be you.
Yeah, to express.
To express yourself, to express yourself. And so I saw that, and I was like, man, I want to make music for us.
Yeah.
I want to make a soundtrack to this lifestyle. I want to, the next party that we have, if we're having a party on a Friday or Saturday, that Monday or Tuesday, I'm going into the studio with my friends. I made this album with my friends, for my friends. And I want at least 2 to 3 songs that can play at the party.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody it's me. Just play it. If they're not Shazamming, it's not going on the album. If people sit down, it's not going on the album. I play it and let's just see. And so that's how I made pretty much the album. Like we played it. People were up like, yo, Flo, what? Who is this? Okay, I'm like, yes. I'm in the back like with my drink, like, yes. I'm like, they like Lipstick Lover, like, yep, no better. Oh, who is this? Who? And I'm like, yes, this is great. So that's really a love letter to the diaspora. It's beautiful when our music can talk back and forth. You hear the amapiano, you hear the reggae, you hear the Caribbean vibes, you hear the trap, you hear, the soul. Like, we were able to honor all of that, honor each other authentically, even with the features.
Yeah.
Somebody like CK, somebody like Doechii, Amaarae, like Grace Jones is on this project.
Grace Jones, hold up, man. Grace Jones.
Can we get into these features?
Okay, let's get into these features.
Like, come on.
But Grace just performed in New York.
She did.
Did you go to that?
I did not. I didn't get a chance to, but I saw her in LA. And that's what led to our collaboration. I spent 72 hours with Grace Jones.
Get the fuck. Like off camera.
Off camera,
hanging out
at my house, the same video where we shot Lipstick Lover, me and Grace Jones in the pool, tops off, living our best life.
Ooh la la.
Just like, exactly.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Did she get into, did she talk to you about the journey?
Oh, yes.
Anything you can share that would be okay to share?
I mean, obviously, we've had private conversations. She's like family. Like I can, we FaceTime, we text, we talk, and she actually came to my premiere in London for Glass Onion. She was my date. I didn't believe she was going to show up. I had invited her, and she showed up, and I was like, wow, I love you. I honor you. And I just really was telling her how much she means to me, but she's so warm. She's not pretentious.
What'd she say to you about you?
She was happy. She was happy to see me being me. And we discovered we had like the same birthmark on our back. It's like a little white mark. Wow. We were swimming, and then I got out the pool, and she looked at my back, and she was like, you have the same birthmark as me. Look. And she just was like, that made us feel like we were from the same planet.
Yeah.
So that was good. She just told me, like, she was just like, I played her the album, and she loved it. And she said, she was like, go forth. Go forward. Go forth. Like, you a free ass motherfucker, just like me, in your own way. So it was just beautiful to be sort of affirmed by her. And then we have Nia Long on the album.
Nia Long with the cherry thong?
Yes. I mean, and also I just have to thank Nia Long because I showed Nia Long like my press photos before I put them out. I did this photo shoot that I creative directed, and I showed her like all the stuff, like the part where I come out the water in the wet t-shirt, which is an ode to the Jamaica poster.
Yes, yes.
Right? And I showed her that, and she was like, "Oh, that's it. You got some pretty titties. That's the one."
You got that from Nia Long?
Nia Long,
What a compliment,
Nia Long
man.
gave me my confidence
Free the nipples.
to just free my nipples. I mean, when you get that sort of compliment from your crush, you know, it's another thing. But she's on the project. I have to thank her. We have Seun Kuti, Fela Kuti's son, in Egypt 80. I mean, that was just beautiful. The Horns Unlimited, who did all of Outkast's horn arrangements, they're on the project.
Sister Nancy.
Yes, Sister Nancy. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
Speak on that. Yo, you
Sister
got
Nancy.
Yeah.
We can't do a party without playing Bomb Bomb, right? Like, and for her to, we talked on the phone, and I didn't even know she knew about me. She was like, "Oh, I've been following you for a long time." She was like, I see how you and I are similar, because for her in her space, she was the first, one of the first sort of, Jamaican reggae DJ. And they always tried to tell her to go do that type of job, or you don't belong here. Like, you can't do this. And against her family's wishes, against all odds, she succeeded and became a legend and an icon. And she didn't do what people told her she needed to do. And that was something I wanted to pull people like that on the project. That were those those outliers. Outliers in their community. Yeah.
You did an excellent job.
Did her homework too.
Yeah, Janelle Monáe is here. At what point of your...
I feel like I'm talking so much.
No.
So please interrupt me.
Trust
why
me.
we think it, well, why
Interrupt
I personally
me.
think
Yeah.
it's dope, Janelle, because I think people just kind of sometimes come up here or in conversations like, "Yo, I did the album in a week. I did this," and it just sounds so like microwave. Maybe I'm loving that you're talking to us about the process of it all and what it meant to you and why it was so intentional and why you felt the way you felt. It took time for me to write this song. It means something to me to be safe. Like, people need to hear that kind of stuff. Like, it's cool you wrote a song in 20 minutes. That's dope. But it's nice to hear about
the process
and the work that you put in and why it was important to you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. I love it.
Well,
So
I know you
much.
respect it as an artist, as
Thank
well.
you.
Y'all,
Yeah.
all of y'all.
We hear ourselves talk every day. We
Yeah.
need you here, trust me. What else? I'm going to listen to Heather and Tracy again?
Oh, please.
I'm just saying.
I'm
That's
just
something.
mad. I feel like you getting ideas about a titty
I
challenge.
got some,
for nipple
I got
challenge.
some
No
questions.
ideas, Sway.
Right, I got some questions for y'all.
Yes.
Like, in this age of pleasure, because we in it.
What you
It's either
point-
people are
This is a Sway.
are sort of suppressing or repressing. Stopping themselves from really like going to that next level of I guess reimagining who you can be and what you can do and how you can dress and who you can be,
Great
or you're
question.
fully leaning into it.
Right.
And so in this age of pleasure, I want to ask you guys, like, what are y'all bringing into this age of pleasure? What are you letting go? Give me about 2 things, 3 things.
What a
Oh,
motherfucker.
Sway, this is so good. You just
Janelle
here for
Monáe.
Sway.
Come on.
Janelle
Come on.
Monáe, give this alien a round of applause
Come on.
for that.
I have a couple things.
Okay.
So in general, I would say inhibition. But secondly, and this could be a bit controversial depending on who's hearing this right now in the morning, but your song Water Slide, right?
Ooh, I love that y'all listen to the album. I just gotta say thank you, like, on behalf of the producers who worked on it with me, Nate Rocket Wonder, Sensei Bueno, Nana Kwapana, like my friends, my family. We are so thankful that y'all listen to the music.
It's so good.
Like, it means a lot.
dope.
Yeah, the
That's
music's
one of my
incredible.
favorite songs.
Yeah.
Like, Water Slide.
Same
Come
here.
on now.
So it makes pleasure very tactile, and like, the themes of this album, obviously pleasure, freedom, safety, and all of those can come together through self-pleasure.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
oftentimes, so to own this myself, in the past, I would always think of another individual in a space of intimacy when it was just me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
And I was uncomfortable with really just owning the fact that I can create my own desire.
Yes.
And fulfill my own desire. And it's okay to desire myself.
Yes.
I got to spin this back into a question for you, though.
Okay, come on.
Because we've been having so many conversations. I feel like it's been a decade, in modern life of these self-love dialogues. And I feel like you're taking us into self-lust dialogues. And I'm wondering, like, how important is it to sexually desire yourself, even if you're partnered? Because that's like what I'm getting.
Oh,
from
that's a good
Waterslide.
one. That's a really good one. I mean, that song is about self-pleasure. And I'll just speak from experience. Like, again, I was taught, like most, daughters, like, I didn't know what a vibrator was until the last decade. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it existed, but I didn't have my own experiences with it because you close off certain parts of you. You need to wait till you're married, or you can only seek pleasure from another person.
That part.
And also, that pleasure has to be from a man. So these were parts of us that I think we've closed off. And now we're getting back into. And if you've already been there, kudos to you. But some of us are late bloomers. Some of us were programmed, wired in a way that, is some sinful thing to, how dare you please yourself, the audacity, to be in tune with your body. How dare you have autonomy over your body? And I think I've definitely fallen more in love with self-pleasuring, for sure. Like, I think it's healthy. I think that it puts the power back in your hands. And
No
I
pun
think that's super.
intended.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I think that there are already studies that show that when we are when we are self-loving, or I don't know about the word lust, because I have a deep love for myself.
Right.
So, I mean,
can it be both?
you can do both.
Right.
Perhaps. I think I think you're on to something. You can do both. It can be intertwined, right? It's you. You make the rules.
Right.
Right? That's the thing. Don't be afraid to rewrite the rules that work for you. And I think this is a good conversation to be having about what different ways of pleasure. Sometimes it's a massage. Sometimes it's reading a book, at 6 a.m. while it's raining and it's misty outside. Sometimes it's drinking tea with your sister. Sometimes, everything, you can have platonic relationships that bring you great pleasure. It's about holistic pleasure, and not closing yourself off.
Holistic pleasure. I like that. So what I'm letting go is ambition.
Okay. You don't want to do nothing no more?
Well, I have intentional ambition. I spent the whole, what my ambition was aimed at things that didn't bring me the joy I expected once I obtained them. That intentional ambition, I don't put as much weight into. It's not that I don't want to do anything, but things come to me and I receive them and then I float like that. Float.
Right.
Float.
Right. That's right.
Float on them.
Yeah.
Float. And then I'm going into this age of pleasure with a fertile consciousness, open to it all. More so, I grew up more regimented than probably most. As a young man, coming into the business, I spent a lot of time trying to do business and not a lot of time trying to do life.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you
that.
grew up watching me probably, and you've only seen me work.
That is very true. I often wonder what does Sway do for fun?
Yeah.
But I assume this is fun. But I do understand though that like you need balance.
He don't be having no fun.
He's basically saying this is not fun. This is a work. But how do we talk about like how do you make work fun?
Well, this part of my work is fun.
Yeah.
This is this honestly. Look, who wouldn't enjoy coming and speaking with these amazing
you with some
people?
Smart black women.
And it's by design. I don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fun for me. But those are the sort of things walking into this age of pleasure that I'm gonna be cognizant of.
Yeah, being intentional.
Being intentional, right?
That's deep. What about you? I ain't forgot about you.
Come on, Mother B. What you gonna do?
So what? So wait. Okay. What am I saying first? What am I?
What you gonna let go?
What are you doing more of in this age of pleasure, or what do you want to let go?
You know what's so funny? I've been through some things in the past couple years, and I'm noticing that I'm learning. For me, there's been a difference between truth and honesty, and I'm letting go of honesty. Honesty I'm learning is vague. It's very vague, and when people, my honest opinion, the truth. I'm embracing truth, and I'm letting go of that honesty shit. It's vague. It's starting to fall in very vague areas.
You want to get to the
root, Janelle. I got to because it's freeing.
Yeah,
it's safe.
Yeah,
when I know the truth, it allows me to make decisions. It allows me to be peaceful, even if I don't like it.
Yeah,
at least I have the option to decide. And I think when people manipulate that truth through what they're calling honesty, it becomes unsafe.
Right? Wow, I never thought about it like that.
For me,
that's
where I'm at. I'm letting go of the honesty shit. It's a very weird place.
Yeah. And what do you want to do more of in this age of play? How do you define pleasure?
Damn.
Wow, Calloway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with drinking.
I'm sorry, my bad. Y'all heard that?
Could you tell him again?
Nothing wrong with a drink.
Interrupted.
Okay.
But part of that, I think it falls in the same the truth seeking. I think a lot of it we hide. You know, we don't like to deal and tackle certain things because we fear of what's at the root of it, what the truth may be, and then we have to start healing through that. And I'm learning a lot more about family and history and stuff and things and the truth of it. I put it away in a nice little safe space that I thought was safe, but somehow, some way, God, it comes out and you start digging and I'm embracing that now, and I'm actually finding pleasure in it.
The age
I love
of pleasure.
that. Yes, we are here.
Yes,
well,
we are.
It's a movement. This is a movement.
Facts.
Yes, indeed. You just listening to the first episode of Janelle Monáe's new podcast, The Age of Pleasure. Special guests Sway, Tracy G, and Heather B.
And shout out to Nikki.
Okay, we got some callers on the line. I promised them they'll be able to speak with you.
Oh, okay, great.
So let's go to Wisconsin. Mona Lisa's on the line. What up, Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Good morning, family. Thank you for taking my call. It's Sway, Heather, Tracy.
What up?
Janelle Monáe.
I love
this
it.
is a pleasure.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I love how you call me Janelle Monáe. I love it. Let me tell you, I'm gonna get at least 15 Janelle Monáes a day, and I love it. You are number.
I'm so
2.
sorry, but I follow you on social media, and let me tell you, so I do this thing with the summer. I pick a song, and I'm crazy about it. That's my thing. I seen when you came off of y'all bus with them old school jackets on. And I was getting with that flow. And I was like, oh, that's my summer jam. I went to Memphis and I played it for people and they was like, I ain't heard this.
Yep.
Wow.
It was like, Mona, you always so different. And I was like, turn that up. We gonna flow.
Yes. I love that. Oh, what's your name again? Mona?
Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa, beautiful name. Oh, well, thank you so much, sweetheart, for supporting me. And, you know, I hope that you are letting go and floating and enjoying, you know, this age of pleasure. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. But it is the weirdest thing. I went to sleep last night with your song, that lipstick on my neck, on my head. Like, I woke up singing that.
Oh, on your mind when you woke up? Oh.
Yeah. And then when I found out that you was on here, and I was like, oh, let me hear drop these kids off and so I can get on here.
Damn, Mona Lisa.
I love it.
She willing it, boy.
I love her energy. I like her spirit. You know, she's real.
Yeah, she is. Yes,
I feel like, you know, we would have been best friends another lifetime. You real. I keep it going, on, girl.
Yes,
That's real.
Thank you, baby. I really appreciate you. You made me smile today. So thank you, Mona Lisa. Smile.
Mona, you a citizen too.
Sway in the morning, girl.
Okay, we got Jay from Charlotte. What up, Jay?
J-A-Y.
Yo, what's happening, family?
Hey,
you know who this
up?
is, Clarence over. Hey, look here. I just wanted a quick question. Janelle Monáe, you are amazing.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to know, what do you put on your skin? Your skin is flawless. It don't almost look like...
I want to know that
It don't
too.
look real. It's crazy.
Well, I'm an android, so I have robot genes. Mississippi jeans, Kansas City jeans. My if you saw my auntie's skin and my grandmother's, you would be like, they are. I think some of it is genetics, and listen, floating. I had to let a lot of stuff go.
Yeah.
Let a lot
Girl,
of
you
things
look like
go.
a black doll, baby. I'm telling you. Beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Dry off.
Thank you for that
Jay.
compliment.
All right, Jay.
All right, HB, go on.
All
Love
right,
y'all.
Jay. Jay over that self-pleasure right now.
Water
He called-
slide.
Y'all,
I cannot
let's
stop.
start talking about self-pleasure. Jay called up. You gave him permission.
Listen. Oh my gosh. No. I'm still like cringy at something. I haven't gotten all the way open.
Okay.
No. Y'all silly.
Looking like a black doll, baby.
Hey, JJ,
Stop. I'm still very much so.
Horny as hell calling up here. It's only like 10 o'clock, Jay.
Oh, Jay. What up, Jay? I said don't embarrass
Don't do
us.
that to him.
Come on.
Let him have his moment.
He gonna
look
call
at that-
back tomorrow.
Yeah.
He be
Got
back.
that lipstick
Let him have
lover
his
on
moment.
repeat. He just watching that video over and over
No
again.
pleasure shaving.
John, what up,
Right.
baby? John's in Connecticut. John, you want to say something?
What up, Johnny?
Yes. Hey. Hello. Thank you for taking my call. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, Miss Janelle Monáe. I was wondering, because I believe that like around the time Prince died, that you was hanging out with him, and I think I saw you on stage with him a couple times.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, how did he help you with your evolution on expressing yourself and the way you produce your music and even the way you express yourself to the world?
Yeah. Wow. Prince, I always tell people he never let his sort of mysteriousness get in the way of his mentorship. He always was like open line, open door. Whenever, I had questions, and even when I didn't have questions, he would always try and talk to me about the business, talk to me about negotiating and making sure that I understood my worth. And obviously I watched his career. I watched what he had done with Paisley Park. I watched his evolution and how he was in tune with his own sexuality. He was in tune with his own sensuality. He was in tune, anybody that say, I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I'm something that you'll never understand. That actually affirmed me to be non-binary. Like that's when I was listening to that, I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
Like my spirit is something different, and I think just watching him was did enough for me, and I will say performing with him, like he was a hell of a performer. Obviously, being able to open for him, I was like, okay, I got to be on my A game.
Yeah.
Like
Sleep
Madison
those
Square
nights?
Garden.
Yeah.
I did,
Okay.
because he was a friend. I knew that he loved me. I knew that he knew that I didn't have to prove to him that I was, that I could do it. It was just a matter of, he was a very giving person too. That's what I'll say. I think in the midst of being like one of the biggest stars in the world, he gave a lot of free time. He was on my album Electric Lady and did not charge me anything to be on that project. He let me produce him, sort of write his part for him. Like he would never do that for anybody. And so just his giving spirit, that's what he taught me. You can be the biggest superstar in the world and to still find time to give.
There you go. Janelle Monáe, man. Give her a big round of applause. And The Age of Pleasure is out tomorrow. The Age of Pleasure tour will begin in Seattle August the 30th, right?
Yep.
Portland, Chicago, Boston, Toronto, Brooklyn.
Fire.
Hey, look for it, man. Janelle Monáe coming to a city near you.
I'll be here in New York too.
It will be there.
Radio City Music Hall.
Sam, I'm coming.
Wait. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Okay, Radio City Music Hall. It's a hall at the end, right?
Yeah, it's hall.
I'm like,
yeah, it's right
I
down
hope
the
I'm
street.
saying this right. And then King's Theater.
Okay.
I think that's in Brooklyn. So
Sam, can our whole team go?
jmonae.com.
Can our whole team go? It's Heather, Tracy, me, Torch, DB, and Kalani, and
I know that's right.
And
Come
Ty.
on, come on. We got you. We got you.
Got it? Okay,
We got
thank you. We
y'all.
got you. Okay, there you go.
Sway, I love y'all.
Thank
Y'all
you.
so
Love
much.
you.
I'm so
Very
happy to
super
hear
proud
from
of you.
y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Super proud
I
of you.
mean that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, Janelle Monáe, Citizens. We'll be back tomorrow. We want to thank
Caroline
Wanga from Essence. With amazing conversation. Y'all stay on the right side of positivity. We'll be back tomorrow. And let's end with Lipstick Lover.
Ooh.
And we have anything you want to say about this?
Who doesn't like lipstick on their neck? I mean, come on. And who hasn't put lipstick on somebody's neck?
Hey, not me. All right, we have nothing left to say.